Are we live?
Yeah, I guess we're live now.
Oh, I feel so alive. All right, well.
Live stream offline.
Okay.
No, no, nope. We're live.
Guess what, folks? We are live again.
Here we go.
All right. Well, welcome to another episode 1 of On the Streets of Honolulu. I am your host, Crunk the Hunk, and this is your other host.
What's up? Loud mic.
Yep, it's Crunk the Hunk and Loud Mike here.
Yeah.
Ready to be live with you.
What's going on in the streets? Why am I so loud?
Why are you so
I don't know.
loud?
I think our microphone. Oh, no. No, your gain is turned up more than me.
Me?
I think I just have
I talk soft.
more. Yeah, you got like a NPR voice.
Well, you know, when you're right, you're right.
Hey, oh my. You're not listening to.
Oh, I didn't. Is NPR haunted? I didn't realize it was just a ghost news station.
Why do you have a dent in your car?
Which one?
I don't think I've.
Which one?
Which dent? Or
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. You got 2, right?
At
As far
least.
as I could see.
At least, yeah.
I guess I just didn't notice it before.
You know what's new to me is there's these scratches on the back, which I'm pretty sure weren't always there. But what are you gonna do, man?
Think someone's got it out for you.
No, I think someone just doesn't know how to drive, and luckily they hit my car and not some other car that's actually has some value. So,
Yeah.
oh man, these guys are gonna steal our trash, maybe?
You think they're gonna mind? Oh, okay. That was random.
Okay, and this is live from the streets.
You think it had anything to do with us like recording?
No, you would not believe how many times a day that happens. Not with that truck, but like how many cars will like pull up right here and then just drive away?
What do you think they're looking for?
Drugs.
Just like in the gutter?
Yeah,
I guess
don't
in
know.
the trash can.
I'm sure there's drugs around here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just like
You hear about all that cocaine they found?
they.
Yeah, the people in charge of finding drugs.
the
The people
the
whose
drug
job it is.
finders. Nah. Who's that? Where?
Here they found. What was it, like 20 pounds? I want to say 20 pounds of cocaine
Oh yeah, in Mikeville.
in Mikeville. That was like
Oh
stashed
shit.
in a container that said aluminum parts or aluminum machining parts, something like that.
Dude, that sounds like a TV show. That was real life.
That's real life. It just happened. So, a lot of people's 4th of July weekend ruined because some people had to go and do their jobs for once.
Yeah, right. I'm
Yeah.
sure. I'm sure a lot of people were relying on that
Oh, yeah.
to party.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, you know, if you're the guy in charge of shipping this and then you find out, hey, that 20 pounds of coke I sent was found and you're not getting it, don't you think, like, maybe that guy's not going to be alive for too much longer?
Yeah. I think that's fair to say.
When you're in the drug business, you don't really just get fired, right?
Yeah, but also, I don't know. What's the point in getting coke here? Every time I've had coke here, it's just like I didn't feel anything.
Really?
I felt like
I've heard that. I've heard
I don't know.
it's subpar.
Yeah, because I had it on the mainland, and it was
Never felt so
much
alive,
different
right?
experience. It was night and day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
I don't know
yeah.
what's going on.
What do you expect? You're gonna come out to this tiny rock in the middle of the ocean, and people are gonna try to make as much money as they can off of it. So they'll
They
probably
just
cut it
cut it.
crazy
Yeah.
and
Cut it with Drano.
cut it with some drywall.
Cut it with some bath salts.
Oh, that's a party right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never have I been so hungry for flesh as when I did bath salts. I don't know what it is. It sounds so good.
You just haven't lived until you had bath salts. And nor have other people because you end up eating them.
Yeah.
You've never lived until another human tries to consume you alive.
When you're fighting for your life from someone's teeth, that's a game changer.
It's not. I don't know if you could really go back from that, right?
Yeah, like if it's your friend or like your girlfriend, if your girlfriend's like, yeah, I'm just going to eat you now. And then all of a sudden you both come down and you're like, wow, were you really trying to eat me? I don't think I'd be able to trust that person.
Yeah, you could. I could see that. I could see a lot of like relationships ending over some kind of drug-fueled occurrence.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Like not just someone trying to eat you, not just like your girlfriend trying to eat you.
You know, but
What if we are on like one of the more lovey-dovey drugs? We're like, oh yeah, I just want to fuck everything.
you mean like Molly?
Sure.
Then what? You're saying that?
Hey,
would
how's it
be,
going?
Hey, how's it? You're saying that would be like a different story if someone tried to eat you on Molly?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably not Molly if someone's trying
That's
to
what I
eat
was
you.
thinking too. Okay. Well, I was thinking we should probably try to limit it, right? Try to limit the episode 1 here, so people don't see like an hour and a 2-hour thing, and they're like, oh no, I don't want to listen to that. Because I want them to be enticed to listen, and then know how bad we are, and let that be the reason people don't listen. Not the length of the podcast, but the sheer quality.
Wait, I'm confused. You said you want people to hear just how bad we are.
Yeah, like because if
okay.
I
you want to suck them in.
Yeah.
So you feel like an hour is a good.
Yeah, that's
is
like
a better
standard,
amount.
right? Like up to
I
an
don't
hour
know.
is pretty standard.
Depends on the podcast, because some go like 2 or 3 hours.
Who has that kind of time?
Joe Rogan,
Oh, really?
like regularly
Jeez.
goes. I think I'm gonna say like average time. It's probably like 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems like a really long. But I guess he has like a lot of cool people on, so it's a better.
I guess
Oh,
so.
hey, Bob. So.
I don't know. Like when he started, I don't know how long his podcasts were. So
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I've honestly never listened to him, but I've heard good things. When it comes to Spotify, I'll listen. But until then, I don't know. I guess But he's also got like the video. He's got some good stuff going. Got good content. I feel like you really get like involved in it, right?
yeah. I mean, I kind of like it because it seems unedited, and yeah, I've never detected any like edits or anything.
Oh, also,
but at the same time, it seems like there is kind of it depends who he has on, because sometimes he has on friends, and so they just talk shit.
yeah.
Other times he'll be talking to like someone who went through some shit or has some expertise or
Or
something
like
like
Elon Musk, Just
Yeah.
getting high with Elon Musk all of a sudden, and you're just like, wow,
that. Yeah.
okay, I
Just
can watch this. Sure.
Constantly getting high with Elon Musk.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, I'm down to just let it naturally run.
Yeah,
however
let's
long
just
it.
naturally do it. We'll see what happens.
If it feels like
You're
we should
right.
end it, then we should end it.
We'd also like to thank Joe Rogan for trying to be with us tonight. Fortunately, he wasn't able to make it due to the quarantine.
And also due to the fact we didn't invite him. Sorry, Joe.
Yeah, sorry, Joe.
We forgot to
Our bad.
send the invitation.
Next time for sure, you can say no to us with respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of parties, though, man,
Mm-hmm.
I heard Nevada's blowing up with Corona.
Uh,
Did they reopen?
is
Is
that
that
where-
why? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know if this is related to that, but I heard the news article title was "Youths are throwing parties to catch coronavirus, where it's like they'll invite someone who has the virus and throw a party, and the first person who catches it, the first person who tests positive after the party, gets a payout.
Oh, like they all throw into a pot when they get to the
so.
party?
I guess so. Like there's somewhere along this storyline, there's a pot of money, and if you get tested positive first, they're like, this money's yours.
What does that say?
I don't know. It's probably for TikTok, so people are dumb. You know how it is.
I think so. I think it probably says like a lot of young people are just like, yeah.
Fuck it. Oh, wait, are we doing a no cuss thing? What's going on here?
I mean, yeah, say whatever.
All right, cool. Fuck it.
Say whatever you want.
Yeah. And then they keep trying to come out with all these stories like, oh, this new strain does this new strain does that. And it's like, I don't know. If you look at Hawaii's numbers, you got 1% infection rate and a 1% death rate. So, and that's assuming that every positive is a true positive and no false positives, which according to Elon Musk, he says field tests are anywhere from 5 to 50% false positives.
It's a pretty big range.
So, yeah, well, I mean, take that into account. It's like these numbers are getting more and more non-significant.
It's a range. Do you know why it's a range?
No, I just listen to the man. He's a genius.
Oh, okay.
You do whatever he says.
Would you suck his dick?
Nah, I think we're both better than that.
Would you let him finish in your mouth?
Yeah. Not only would I not want to, but I'm sure he wouldn't either.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Hey, how's it?
Hey, how's it? But you don't know if that's happening specifically in Nevada.
No, yeah, I don't know where that is. I know it's just
how do you say
the youths.
How do you say Nevada?
Nevada.
Oh, you don't say Nevada.
It depends on where I am.
Depends on if you're talking to Whitey.
Yeah, depends on if I'm going
Racist
to Nevada,
son of a bitch,
or if I'm just talking shit about Nevada.
Wait a minute, is that your car?
Yes.
I'm looking at it now and I'm seeing like shit in the back.
Where?
Never mind. I think it's just smudges on your window.
Oh man,
and
that
I'm
thing
thinking
has not been washed in so long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought there was shit hanging from it, but then I realized it's just like the light.
Plus, I do this thing where like I pick up the girls when we go surfing. Well,
the girls?
Yeah, I pick up a couple girls and we go surfing. The one of them in particular likes to just make a mess of things. So.
What the fuck? Just like smear feces all over the.
Not so much as like have sunscreen on your fingers and then go around and touch everything. That kind of a deal. Plus, this window right here, that's the one that needs some help getting up. So the smudges to the front of the window, those are me. Everything else,
gotcha.
Can't take credit for.
Right. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I just saw there's a website to track like reproduction numbers.
Oh yeah?
For coronavirus. Yeah. For every state. So I just noticed that Nevada's been the highest for the past week.
Dang.
But if you look at it, the trend that most of them are following is that it goes up and then it has like a plateau and comes back down.
Right.
Which is,
well, that's like the nature of the virus though, right?
Yeah, as more people get infected, it eventually is going to come back down. Yeah. I think there's some reasonable questions. Like, actually, Chris Mike brought up a good reason, which is we don't know. He said that they found it in the brain.
He told me that too. That is correct.
And
yes.
I was like,
he did tell me that.
That's interesting.
It is in the brain, and also it is attacking children now. But if that's true, why don't kids have to wear masks?
But at what? It's always been attacking kids.
I think, like, for the most
part, does he say
safe? But this
right?
new,
but is he
new
saying
strain, the new strain?
But is he giving an anecdote or is he giving a statistic?
He's just saying the new strain now attacks kids. Like he's saying that the virus just keeps making new strains to be able to attack everyone. And I was like, that sounds a lot like something a government would say. Like, we need to get everyone's control. So how do we do that? Oh, there's a new strain. It's coming for you. Right? It's just hard to draw that line between, like, this is fact and this is what people want you to think is fact.
Yeah. I guess.
Because the people that are in charge of dispersing the facts are kind of putting their own little twist on it.
You're talking about like media?
Yeah, media. All the things coming down the pikes.
The mainstream media, man.
So you can't listen to anyone, because whether they're intentionally doing it or not, everyone puts their own little intentions behind whatever they're passing on, right? So.
Well, I don't know if you want to just blanket statement like, I won't listen to anyone.
Yeah, don't listen to anyone.
Like, no,
that is what I'm saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Listen to me. Do not listen to anyone.
I guess it depends what, like, is the person, like, actually saying why they believe that? Or, like,
what person? That was just me saying that. That's my belief.
Wait, which one?
Everything I said. Except for the youths. I read that one.
The Ute.
Youths.
Yeah.
What a word, huh?
Hey, do you know what yeet means?
What?
Okay, never mind.
Wait, one more time. I just wasn't listening.
Yeet.
Yeet?
Never heard that?
Yeah, I heard that.
What does it mean?
I feel like it's more of a motion, right? More of a motion than a...
Sounds like an onomatopoeia,
kind of. It's like a verb. You know, like you can yeet something, just fucking chuck it as far as you can. Just yeet it.
Yeah. Well.
But I'm also 30, so who knows? I could be wrong. I could be wrong about everything.
Yeah.
Not a kid.
Yeah.
No matter how hard I try.
Man.
I'm not a kid.
I'm going to be 34.
God. Yeah, that's not bad though. Already retired. That's good. Just got to buy yourself an RV and drive around this island several times.
That reminds me. Should probably start investing again. Get that.
Did the earnings reports come out yet? What time is it? It's July.
Pretty soon, man. It's going to happen. I think it starts, a lot of them start end of this month. So.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, indeed.
I'd like everyone to, so don't listen to anyone except me, and everyone go buy Fortress.
Go buy Hertz.
As a disclosure, I do own shares of Fortress.
Oh, shit. Check those birds out. They're doing the fucking...
What are they doing?
We're about to fuck each other dance.
Well, up on the roof.
Squing.
This is what happens on the streets, folks.
I wonder if we could point the camera up there. Probably not.
Probably not. I feel like they're too far.
They're way too far. Oh, and then one started attacking the other?
I thought only one sex did the dance, and the other one was just so... Oh, no, they're doing it. Maybe not. I don't know. What's going on?
That's a good point. Usually the male does the dance.
Right? So this is like, is this two males dancing at each other?
But the real question is which one identifies as the male?
I don't think that's a real question.
Why? Why is it not a real question, Josh? Mike?
Because you're assuming that the birds have a gender. And that they identify as a gender, but you don't even know that. What if birds are like fish and they could change what they are? I
don't really know anything, to be honest.
You know, some fish do that. Like, they're all boys, and then when the female dies, like one of them's just like, it must be my lucky day. I'm the female now.
Dude, you ever see fucking, what are they? Mollusks? Is it mollusks?
Those are the weird ones with the shell, right?
Cephalopods? No, they don't have like cuttlefish. They look like alien fucking squid things, and they can change colors and shit and camouflage.
Really?
Yeah. You never seen like Planet Earth?
I have.
Never seen Planet Earth?
Earth?
Yeah. But what I was gonna say is that I don't know, I think they're called beta males, like the weaker ones.
They sound funny.
They like pose as females, and then the alpha like is like, okay, you're now part of the fucking harem, and he's like, cool. And then as soon as the alpha isn't looking, He just turns around and fucks all of the females.
Smart.
He just sneaks in there. And you got to think, like, man, who's the alpha, man?
Yeah. That's a good point. Who's really in charge?
She ain't
here?
your bitch no more. She turned her name to my bitch.
You're just here to take care of them.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
I come around to take care of them.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Do you hate a shy trick? Yeah, I ate a shy chick.
I was just gonna say that. Geez, slow down. Where are you going?
I don't know, man.
Where's the fire?
If there is one, that guy's clearly not aware of it.
Man, that guy walks with a lot of attitude, huh?
Man,
Remember the good
a
old
lot
days?
of wrist flicking.
Back when we first started and we used to be able to just sit here and watch all these cars drive by and talk about all of them. And now there's so few. Everyone died from coronavirus.
Oh yeah, yeah. There were a lot more cars on this road, huh?
More cars.
Man, if this road could talk.
I mean, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. We should probably it'd be cool if like we got just like an extra chair and a mic, just kind of waiting to see who
would join.
Who decides to roll up.
I guess I don't even know if that's like allowed, right? Aren't there orders or something?
For what? Podcasts? No potting.
No potting.
No.
No potting outdoors.
Yeah.
Social distance. Yeah.
Just
I mean,
me.
we have the mic. We could just.
Oh yeah,
we don't have
got
the
it.
boom.
You don't
Chris
need,
Mike lost the boom.
You don't have to have a boom.
Boom. Were they just gonna hold the mic? What are they, like animals? Come on.
The only real reason you need a boom is if you're like if you want to be hands free.
Yeah.
I mean, we're holding mics right now.
But think about everything we could be doing.
Jacking off.
Or?
I could probably jack off while holding a mic, though.
I know I could.
I do. Sometimes I just like to hold the mic. Makes me feel secure.
Feels like I'm telling everyone what's going on.
Yeah. and and now I'm climaxing.
Is that a bird? Is that a bird under my car? Oh, I think it's just.
It looks like it.
Can't tell if that's a bird or a piece of trash.
What's the difference?
It's so true.
I'm sure I just offended all the bird listeners. Bird kind.
That's alright. I'm a bird lawyer.
Little birds like listening on little headphones.
All their little chirps.
Their little bird computers.
That's like our one other subscriber as a bird.
Unsub. Fuck you.
Yeah. Birds can be real jerks, man.
Didn't they descend from dinosaurs?
Or did dinosaurs descend from birds?
And
now we're just back to birds. It went full circle.
Wait, what? No, I don't even see how that makes sense.
See that? That was a cop.
Yeah.
Can't wait till they're defunded.
You
see him walking down the street. Maybe he'll have like a bicycle or something, but sure as hell won't be driving an SUV, gas guzzling SUV.
So is that still going on? Or people still yelling about that?
Oh yeah, I think the people want change, and you know how change works these days. You have to yell it. So
If you don't,
you
just have to keep screaming.
If you don't, then I guess you'd have to, go the legal route like normal.
Go the nerd route? Fuck that.
I guess that's only if you want to fill out the papers. Which is really how they get you. Who wants to fill out paperwork all day just to be like, man, I gotta get this law changed?
Is that how you get a law changed?
Well, it starts as a bill.
I thought that's how you create a law.
I think that is how you create a law.
How do you uncreate a law?
Amend it? Or create a new law?
Can we just set it on fire?
You know what the best part is like all these laws and stuff. Like, I go through all this trouble to get something made a law, and then the mayor will be like, you know what, guys, let's not enforce this so much. Okay? Just focus on these other laws. and we'll tend to this one when necessary.
That's true.
It's like
they get to decide.
Yeah, what's the point of even having a law if no one's going to enforce it?
Yeah, I guess that's pointless.
Yeah, it's pointless. It's extremely pointless.
But for a time, I guess then the next guy or girl can come in and be like,
nah,
I'm going to enforce that shit.
Hey,
what's up?
No, because then you get people who are just like, oh, I'm going to be mayor for 10 terms, until I'm dead. And it's just like,
I thought mayor is term limited.
I think it varies.
Oh.
I think it's,
what
just
about
like with Congress and stuff, right? I think it varies from place to place.
Congress is wild, man. You get people in there for like 30 years.
Yeah.
I don't get why that's good. Why do people keep voting for people who are in there forever?
Well, yeah, people. I was like, well, if you think about it, people don't like change, for one.
Okay.
So maybe they're like, hey,
I guess that makes sense.
This governor's been, I guess we should probably move this out of the rain, huh?
Oh, shit. That's a good point.
There we go.
Is that still, it's pointing up.
That's fine. We'll just do that. And then we can do that.
It's like the
Perfect.
3 trash cans. All right.
See? Now they get to enjoy the view with us.
But
yeah, you don't like change, so there's a reason. Also, if not a lot's going on, people don't really, might not know what a governor is or does, and so they're just like, hey, just let it ride until I find a reason to hate you. So
I wonder if they still teach civics.
There goes one of those cops, huh?
Do they still teach civics?
What is civics?
Or do they teach you like how government works and shit? Like, hey, here's how a law gets made.
What was that class? What was that like a?
Yeah, that was civics.
I never heard it called civics.
I don't know. Social studies?
Oh yeah, I've heard it called that.
But that's like such a that doesn't even make sense.
That was like middle school. I think they called it social studies. And then you get like I guess it kind of falls into that whole history category, huh? But it's also, geez, what was it called?
It's called You Dumb.
I don't know, man. Yeah, it obviously wasn't important.
I wonder why. I guess because it's like, it's not like a job.
Politics?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
No, I mean, yeah, like theoretically, it's not like.
I don't agree with career politicians. Like, no, go get a real job. You're just living off tax dollars your whole life. It's like you're fucking on welfare. What is this? Go get a job. It's like, it's great what you did.
Go get a real job.
You made a difference. That's great. But it's also time to get a real job. Let some other people make a difference.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing it your whole life.
Also, I think you get this like unrealistic
view of the world.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you think the world works like this, but you never actually lived in the world. You just cruised for 30 years. You're
living off taxpayer money. You're doing well for yourself. You got a nice home. You got a nice office. You don't have to really worry about anything. It's like you don't relate to the people then. You don't know what's going on.
But then
you might drive down a bad street on your way to work, but then what?
But then like Bernie Sanders, he's been in there for like a gajillion years.
Yeah, but people complain about him. What was it?
Well, yeah, I guess that's a good point, but there's also a lot of people that love him.
Even Hillary Clinton was just talking about how it's like, oh, this guy, he's basically a silver spoon baby, born with a silver spoon in his mouth, and then as soon as he like graduated college or whatever, goes straight into politics and never really
politics.
Worked. Politics. But I don't know. I don't know much about him. Nor do I know much about her. I just heard her say that. So
where's Chris Mike at?
Where's Chris Mike?
I'll tell you everything. Everything you want to know.
Tell us about the Yang Gang.
Oh yeah. He's all about Yang Gang. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, not a Yang. Yeah, not a Yang ganger.
No.
there anyone that you are a fan of?
I don't know.
Not even politically, just ever.
Ever? Yeah, there's a lot of good people out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which one is that? Is that a crow?
I don't know. I don't think so, because I don't think we got crows. Or do we?
Yeah, I think those fancy ones with the orange beaks, right? Those are crows. Right? You know the ones
orange beaks?
Yeah, they got like a yellow or orange beak, and then they're brown with the white.
Oh.
But I don't think they look like
Can myna birds?
I'd have to see a picture.
Oh. They look like little fucking velociraptors, man. Those myna birds.
Might be those then.
Myna bird.
I don't know. You know, we really need to up our bird game.
Dude, it's crazy how little I know about
birds.
Hawaiian flora and fauna.
Or also anywhere in the world.
Like grown up here.
I guess
yeah.
That
well,
one.
yeah, but I mean, still I grew up here, so
one, yeah.
Like that tree. I don't know what the fuck that tree's called.
That's a palm tree.
Is it?
Well,
I
it
got
depends
my
on which one
doubts.
you're pointing at. There are 3 different trees over there.
Nah, there's even more if you count the ones under it, the
There's-
smaller ones.
Yeah, these guys over here are palm trees.
Okay. Or what about the tall, kind of bamboo-looking one that probably isn't bamboo?
You know what? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, but you see those ones over there?
There's like
Those
5
are-
different trees just
Those
in
are
this
also
one.
palm trees.
Over where?
Right there.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, those look like palm trees. I don't know what the fuck's going on with these guys.
These are just palm trees. Those are the palms.
Those are different palms.
Those are different palms.
Is that what you're trying to say?
There's so many different types of palm tree.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
There's a Mexican palm tree.
Oh my god.
There's a king palm tree. There's a queen palm tree. There's lipstick palm. That's pretty much all the ones I know. But I know there's more.
I never even heard of lipstick
Coconut
palm trees.
palm tree.
Coconut, yeah. Speaking of palm trees, you want to go to Vegas?
Sure.
Let's do it. Start a Corona party there.
Never been. Guess we should buy some drugs, huh?
Definitely not buy them here. That's for sure.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
When are you going to Vegas? I mean, when are we going to Vegas?
It's right now, man.
All right, now. Aw, man, I thought you were being serious.
I mean, half serious. Brigado Mike was talking about.
Why? When's he going?
He wanted to do a trip of some kind. But yeah.
It's kind of, I guess, hard right now, yeah?
A little bit. I guess. I don't know.
What's this? What's the... I still don't even know what the whole quarantine rule is here. I don't know if it changed. I feel like something passed. What I was telling you earlier. It's like you have these options now or something. You get tested 72 hours in advance. But are you allowed to just request a test? Like, let's say I fly to the mainland. Can I be like, hey, going to Hawaii in a few days. Hook me up with a test.
I think you got to pay for it.
Why? Testing's supposed to be free.
I don't know.
It's a pandemic.
I don't know.
People are dying.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I also don't know. It makes it really hard to travel, though. You know, it's like these are my good years. I'll be able to get out there and see little parts of the world.
Oh, but you're for real down for a Vegas trip?
Oh, yeah. I'll go to Vegas.
What about some other kind of trip?
Yeah, most likely.
Perfect. I guess there's all the travel shit we'd have to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, my mom wanted me to go visit, but I don't know.
Dear Mom.
Can't go visit if I'm going to be stuck returning. Because I'd go right before semester starts. And if I'm stuck in quarantine and can't go to school, because I obviously don't care about work anymore. Screw that. Oh, can't work for 2 weeks.
You just give it up.
Like, what you gonna do about that, Tammy? So.
This is like This is your full-on war on Tammy.
No, at this point, I just want her to fire me. Like, just fire me.
Apparently, she won't fire you.
Let me make twice as much money without you.
Because she was like, do this Title IX. Like, as like a command. Like, you must do this Title IX. And I just never did it.
Did she ever, like,
Nothing
email you
happened.
again about it?
Nah, just ignored the email.
Smart.
Well, at first, like 3-4 months ago, I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. My literal words were, it's a waste of time.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah.
Oh, did I tell you? Yeah.
Yeah, you did say it's a waste of time.
And then sometime around like late May, he sent me an email. He's like, oh, actually you have to do it. And I was like, look at the time.
Should have just started it and never finished. That way if she checked on it, you guys be like, oh yeah, I'm working on it.
Can she check that?
I don't know. She knows you didn't do it.
Oh, that's a good point. But I don't know if they could like check progress.
I mean, there's got to be like, not done, in progress, done. Like, there's got to be, no, maybe it is just not done and done. It is, we are here, so it's not like the most sophisticated of systems is ever in place.
Yeah.
Maybe when the rest of the world is further along, then this place will be a little more caught up, but not by much. I wonder why that is. I wonder why everything here is so slow. Is it just people don't want things to get done? Or is it they're afraid, they're like, oh, if we make things more efficient, then we'll be out of jobs? What's the drive there? What's stopping this place from reaching its potential?
Oh, I think it's just cultural laziness.
Really, you think that?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think that if someone tries to what the fuck was that?
That, ladies and gentlemen, also no one because it's just us, but that was a man on a moped wearing a mask yelling into his speakerphone. Let alone, why are you wearing a mask on a moped?
I don't get that.
You never know when you're going to just, end up going through a cloud of coronavirus.
I guess the idea is like you're moving or like I don't know.
But that's the point of the mask, right? It's like, it travels through the particles that leave your mouth, like these moisture particles, and so they're not just suspended in the air at all times. They're traveling, right? So it's like I talk, so it's moving forward, and gravity's pulling it down. So it's not like if I talk right here, right now, and no one comes by tomorrow, there's still going to be a cloud of coronavirus right here. Like it's
you're saying that they eventually fall down.
Right.
Right.
Like they're not just there. You're not just going to walk through a random cloud of coronavirus.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they think it's just like going everywhere.
Yeah,
but
that's good.
You're saying it falls down.
That's what I would imagine, right? Like because the whole point is it's blocking the particles that come out of your mouth. Not the air. It's just blocking the particles, the moisture particles, like your saliva and things. So, which those things happen to be heavier than air. So they would fall.
That makes sense. But then there's also moisture in the air. So I guess it depends on heat and other things.
How much moisture?
Well, I guess quite a bit here.
That's a good point.
But anyway, yeah, I mean,
What?
growing up here, whoa, what's going on over there?
You like them 12?
I couldn't even see. This podcast does not condone pedophilia. Yeah, I think, growing up, like, in class, if you ask questions about shit, people will get pissed off, want to fight you about it.
Like what kind of questions?
if you're, I don't know, any questions. If you ask questions like, say, I don't know if it really matters, but if you're trying to like learn
any question.
Yeah, if you're trying to be like, oh, well, what about this? And like, they think that if you start asking questions to the teacher, then she'll advance too much.
Oh, okay.
And then that'll mean like
everyone has
you're
to do
trying.
more.
She'll use, I guess, whoever's asking question is like, oh yeah, that's good. Okay? Homework now is more shit.
Ah, okay.
And so then people get really pissed off.
Wow.
That's what it was like going to school here.
Oh, I still do that. Yeah.
You still do that?
I always tell people don't ask questions.
If people, you fuck them up.
I see someone raise their hand, and I'm like, just ask me. I'll tell you.
Hey,
Just ask
you
me.
just like they put their
question?
hand up and just like
Oh, no, you don't-
slowly put
I'm
it down for them,
I'm like, don't worry, you'll never need to worry about that. Don't even ask. It's not a thing.
and then they're like asking you after class, and you're just like, whatever.
No, right there in the class. I'm just like,
No, I
don't
mean,
worry
but
about
then
that.
they actually take you up on your offer after class.
No, that's what I'm saying. I tell them to ask me right there.
Oh, like right
Yeah.
as the
Like, no,
right in
put,
front of the
put your
teacher.
hand down, ask me right now, and I'll explain it to you. And if I don't know the answer, then it's not important. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. But I think it's just like
Doesn't make sense though, because
that's why I say laziness,
you can like
where it's like you just don't want to like excel or I don't know, learn shit.
like, all right, so let's say the options are either fill out this paper, submit the paper, wait for someone to get around to getting the paper, review the paper, make a decision, return the paper, as opposed to like, hey, if I just do this online and click submit, you can have it instantly, review it right now, boom, have like an answer, and then we both move on with our day.
Wait, but what is this?
Just being efficient.
Oh, but I mean, what are you referring to?
Anything. Pick a
No, but you were
scenario.
asking about Hawaii.
Yeah, so like at
Like,
school.
why is it so?
Like at UH, where everything is based on,
Yeah.
paperwork, when it doesn't need to be.
Oh, you're talking about like POs and shit?
Sure.
Okay.
If that's what you want to use, that's what I'm saying. There's so many things
Hey,
that are paperwork, but don't need to be paperwork.
yeah.
So
Nah, that's fucking big man up top would complain about that shit all the time.
5th floor.
Yeah, 5th floor big man up top.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was going off about it one day about like purchase orders.
Yeah.
He's like, you know how much a fucking purchase order costs? It's like, I think he said like $30-$40 or something like that.
Just to fill out the paper and turn it in and.
Yeah. He's like, I could just do this. Like, I don't know. He was saying that there's a way to do it like way quicker without even doing that.
Yeah, like you submit it online right then and there, but you still have to print it and turn it in.
Yeah.
Why can't you just submit it and be done?
Yeah.
So that's literally even using the online platform to fill out the paper, to turn in the paper.
Right.
Like, what the hell? So why do they do that? Do you know? It's
Oh, I think people want to get paid for doing nothing.
yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
They're trying to, yeah. So I was saying, like laziness is built into Hawaiian culture.
Interesting. I took 2 Hawaiian classes, and they both said that was not the case.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
fucking lying to you.
They also said that it was very mean to say things like that.
Yeah, well,
That the Hawaiian people aren't
they can
lazy.
suck my dick.
It was just the white man who made them work 8 hours a day.
I mean, maybe back in the day they weren't lazy, but I mean, I'm not saying it's just Hawaiians. I'm saying like Hawaii culture is way beyond Hawaiians at this point. There's like a whole.
Oh yeah. I mean, look at
There's a
everyone
whole
that,
nother
everyone that
thing.
lives here.
In fact, it's mostly not Hawaiians.
I can tell you in my life,
It's not.
I've definitely slowed down living here.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like,
So-
oh, something to do. I'll do
I
it.
don't know. That's weird though, because when I say it's Hawaiian culture, what I mean is the state of Hawaii.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
mean
I
it's
didn't think-
Hawaiians.
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I didn't think it was Hawaiians because that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm not Hawaiian,
Yeah.
but
That's the
I
funny.
can see
yeah.
it where I'm just like, I'm not really in a rush to do anything,
Right.
and maybe I don't even do anything today. And you know what?
Probably has a lot.
Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe I won't.
Probably has a lot to do with living on an island, to be honest. Where like, it feels like there's kind of a common culture
Yeah, you gotta wait for
for
everything
people
anyways.
who live on islands. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, just being out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, it could be that. Could just be island culture.
Well, have you been to Guam?
Never been to Guam.
Yeah, me neither.
Why?
That's-
Do you?
No, I mean, the island. So.
Oh, I thought maybe you knew someone from Guam or something.
No. I'm just trying to figure out like what other islands would be.
Are there other islands that are
Comparative.
not like that? Well, also you probably have to limit yourself to the tropics, because maybe there's some like
Man, we're really narrowing this down, huh?
some more polar islands where it's like things are not cool, or maybe they're cool but like not in that way. Literally cold
Like,
all
you
the
don't.
time.
Yeah, you're not. Like I guess